Hello, just thought I'd make a quick video to show you how to make the background images editable within the editor. So if I just click on this, now I can change the background image. So how to go about doing this? Let's do it with a new section. So if I scroll down, switch back over into the designer, and I just copy this reloom component across, and paste that in here. We're going to get this section. Now, by default, you're going to see that if I hover over here and click on it, it's going to select the div. Now, for it to be accessible within the Webflow editor, the image needs to be the highest element in the DOM. So how can we achieve this? Basically, if you look at the structure of this, you can see that this background image is within this background image wrapper, which has an index of -1. So anything that has an index of -1 is not going to be clickable. So we need to make that 0. And when we make it 0, you can see that the text has gone away because this is absolutely positioned. Anything else that is a sibling element needs to have a relative class on it in order to be displayed. So I've made a relative class. It's just a div block that has relative and z index of 10. So applying that here will bring the text to the front. Now if I try and click on it, you're going to see that the image overlayer is on top of the image still. This is as expected because the image overlay has a z index of 1 and the background image doesn't have a z index. I'm just going to hard code that as 0. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the image overlay and I'm going to scroll down and put pointer events none. Now what this is going to do is it's going to mean that the mouse, when I click, it's not going to select the image overlay, but it will select what's under it. So you can see in this case it's selecting layout 37, background image 2. And if I swap over to the editor and I click on the background image, I can change it. So yeah, a little bit of a restructuring there, but the main thing to remember is that the background image must be the highest element in the DOM where you click it. That will allow Webflow to put this menu up. And the way to do that is to make sure that the things on top of that you don't want to interfere with the click have pointer events none, and that any other class of a sibling element that you want to be higher than the background image needs to be relative. I've also done it for this hero section. This one was a tad trickier because I'll just quickly open this up and just remove this padding global. You can see that when I click here, it selects padding global. So I've just added this little bit of code to this. It's just CSS that says if it's padding global, make it pointer events none, and then make everything within padding global pointer events auto. So that shouldn't really interfere with anything on the site, but what it will mean is that I can't click on padding global. I'll click on what's underneath that. So I hope that video helps. I mean, this is going to save me a lot of time with clients, so I won't be having to update the background images. They'll be able to play around and tinker to their heart's content, and I hope it does the same for you. Thank you for your time.